Alright, so playing on the outdoor area. We've got habitat diversity. I'm going to take this one over these two all day anyway. No, yeah, that's got birds and predators. Not bad. I don't like either of these. Oh, I guess I'll take this one for now and hope my third one's better. Choice is being made there. I'm not a huge fan of either of these. This is a good one on the board where you can sell cards because you get an extra one. This one might be best for me in case I get a crap card. I can dig it away. So I think I'm going to go with this one. I don't really like either of them. All right, I've already grabbed the cards I want. This is probably the one I'm going to focus on. Continent icons that I have more than the red player. And again, anything I take from here, I get an extra one. And the architectural zoo is certainly more difficult. Well, this is a bird. This one's got the predator tag. And then these other two, like this is a cheap Australia. This is probably one I'm going to use the digging for from the card that I just had. So we'll see what comes up though. But this appears to be what I want to do, and like this has to be by water, so maybe I can put it down here to begin the game. I could put it like this instead if I needed to get by this quicker. I don't know, I've got a couple options. Alright, so this is in the one slot. I can build a 3 here that's going to touch a rock and a water and grab this guy here, and then be able to play him for a bird icon. I've got another bird icon I can get, so I can get the bird at 2. I may also be able to go fishing for birds or predators, I don't know, and make a determination at that point. And once I have this here, then this guy can go across this area and get me close to the bonus partners. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to start with the build and grab the kite. This is obviously a card that would be intriguing because it gets a nice, easy tag towards the habitat diversity without needing to build an animal or spend money. But, alright, so neither of these guys can grab the the bird building ahead of me, so I'm just going to wait a turn and put out the bird and see what I get. Or if I get anything at all from the hunter. Big old shark. Okay. Alright. I'm going to grab the bird building just to guarantee a second bird tag. Probably end up tossing some cards, but that's okay. And nothing I'm going to be able to play soon. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do the big sponsor and try to get towards this thing here. All right, so this is a free orange tag and gets me some income generation as I'm putting on kiosks. So I'm going to snap that. I'll get to dig something anyway. I think this is probably what I want to dig. That just takes money. All these just ain't dead. This is the problem when I can't play right now, but maybe I can play it soon. Yeah, you know what? Let's get rid of this. Just in case I want to play this shark. Oh, if only I could play this thing. Then I can pouch one of these things. Okay, no, I'm gonna take this. And if I have to get rid of a few cards, I get rid of a few cards. Which is likely, but this will be a free one later on. I'll probably keep this one. Well, this one certainly now. He's cheaper and worth more points. And probably the bird. Those would be my three keepers if it ends before it gets back to me. Alright, so I plan on keeping this guy, and this guy. So that's going to give me everything but yellow. So I should build bullet 2. And let's pick the yellow. Alright, as expected, I'm going to dump 3 cards. I'm going to keep this guy here. This guy. So I can get rid of this guy, and the platypus. Yeah, I think the pouch is a little bit better than the venom, so that's certainly worthwhile. I could stick around with the birds, but I plan on doing birds immediately. I guess right after I play an animal. But yeah, this is where we're going. All right, it's not my turn. All right, so I think I'm going to play this guy instead of this guy. I know I'm doing it in 2 instead of 1, but I'd rather have the extra card. I want to have something to pouch. So let's just play our 1. All right, herbivore, so I could get the red one and keep that. That's good. We want to be by the edges, but not on the edges. Looks like 2 right now. This is decent. This, yeah, I don't know that I want to upgrade this anytime soon. If at all, so let's just dump this. Oh, I get to keep, the ones I'm keeping. I'll keep this one. What do we got here? It's continents. All right. This is a couple points. Probably nothing at the end. This is likely gonna. Well, I'm gonna go after this one here. So it should be 3 at the end. A science tag and a couple reps. Interesting. I don't need the herbivore tag for anything. Let me do this one, I think. And I can just pouch it anyway. I don't have anything to play, so I'm going to pass. Alright, time to do my association. I'm going to have to do the birds. I mean, I could do the habitat diversity, but I'm already 3/5 there and have a lead on the others, so. And I've got this guy for a 4th. I'll be able to do that pretty soon. All right. And I can even pick up the other one if I wanted to, but I may want to do this first. But we'll see. I may just grab the, what is it, green? Grab the green on my way back. We'll see how things look by that time, though. And I will upgrade my association. I've got $2 for a donation. Should be fine. Let's do this and get our 4th different tag. And I'm going to put it right over here, getting by these 2 guys and allowing me to expand a little bit more quickly. So, I don't have any money. I do need to bump this up by 1. I'm going to drop the build. I'm not going to have a good chance to build in a while, so there's no point in just leaving it up there, even though I'll be upgrading it next. And I can use cards to, get something else, whatever. This thing is going to be able to pouch something, but I'm likely not going to have room, so I'll probably have to dump something. Unless I'm somehow able to play this before the end of the round, or maybe something I get, I don't know. But at any rate, that's my reasoning for dumping the build. The 5th partnership, well, 5th continent icon. And I will upgrade build. Don't really have any money to do that yet, but that's okay. I'm going to need to put some stuff around here, so that only makes sense. Well, this is an easy call. We're at 9. My sponsor's at 3. Let's get another X token by breaking. I don't have any money, so. Alright, so I'm the subject of a pilfer. Looking at these cards, I don't really need any of these cards for anything. Yeah, this matches this, but then I need to get the Australia one, which it isn't going to be a problem because the next one I'm going to do is going to be habitat diversity anyway, and I've always got this that I can do as well. So none of these are spectacular. So I'm just going to give him a random card and see what happens. Yeah, he took that. Now these work together, so he took the best one for us, essentially. So this is intriguing because it's cheap. I mean, it doesn't cost anything to put out. It is 5 action points, but I'm not going to get any. I mean, I would get 1 ticket for it as we are now, and it won't be any higher than that likely by the time I would get it out. It does give the 2nd Predator, which both tips this as well as this, but I know I'd rather just get the extra cards and pouch one of them or whatever. So I'm just going to grab cards. I don't know that I need to dig anything. Maybe the hypnosis. No, I'm way behind in points. Yep. I think that'd be a waste to do. So let's just do this. Just grab and I won't worry about the dig. All right. Let's see. Koala gets me a bear. I mean, I almost got to keep this thing. I'd probably rather put this out than this guy anyway. Yeah, I don't think it really matters. I'm probably not going to play either of these guys. So I will will just dump this guy and then probably pouch the other one or other two. I may just put this guy out instead of this little guy here. I'm going to have the cash probably to do all that. To build this guy yet. That's okay. I'm going to build and prep for other things though. Put a 1, I guess here. I need a 2. Let's see. Go over there. And then I'll just put up tickets here, leaving more room over there just in case I need a 5 or something. I've got the $10. I'm going to play my wombats. I'll pouch this guy here. Get the extra 2 points. And we'll try to grab some cards and get some cash before we can play the koala. Still, we're not at the income level we need. Alright, I get to do my diversity at 5. I'm going to take the income. Puts me up to 25. I'm not going to go for cash in either of these. I'm going to go for the 2 bump here to try to get something upgraded. I'm not worried as much about the money because if it's not broken, I'm going to break on my next turn and get the X token. So I'm going to take this one. And then I'd like the partner zoo. And I want to take red. I'm going to take red because I'm then set up to do this breeding program with my wombat. Also, it'll make this guy a little cheaper. So, and I do want to do the donate. Again, I plan on breaking if there's been no break, which it looks like there likely won't be. I'm just going to do the sponsored break. I could break with the cards, but then I'd only be able to keep one of these 3, so I'm just going to grab some cash. And it shouldn't matter, so confirm and be done. I don't really see anything that I have to have that's on the card row. This is certainly good and useful, but I will need another green tag to play this guy. I can get it with this thing, but I don't know if I want to go that route. Right now there's 4 green tags out. I would have to get a 5th, so this would be 6. It's decent, but it may be a lot of work for that. I think I'm just going to do a regular old grab. I may just dig that anyway, just to get rid of it. Okay. My. All right, 2 predators. I don't have 2. Know that I need the association worker. I don't need him. I'm just going to draw 3 cards. Okay. I mean, I have all the tools to get me what I need, but that would 3 of those. So $12 for 5, 16. Yeah, I'm going to dump this. And I can pouch both of these if I need to anyway. Kind of like the idea of playing them. That way it, chains on this guy. Get closer to getting the 5th kiosk and whatnot, but I may just end up pouching both of these guys for the koala. Koala. Let's see. I'm going to put a 2 enclosure here by the rock, so that way I've got more options. I'm going to put a 1 enclosure on this X. So I've got 2 3s by the water, and if I need to, I can still put a 3 here to make it a 5 if I need that again. I need to get these kiosks out for this, and I'll throw this as a point and then come next to it. That leaves me with 21. I just need 18, so I'm good to go. Out the koala. All right. Let's gain and upgrade. Probably animals. Polar bear exhibit. The 8 points, and then let's tuck 2. Pouch 2. There we go. Income up to 33. That'll be helpful. And I clearly can't do another one, so I'll pass.
Undermine from the sender to themselves.
I'm going to do this
Typical brevity and subtlety of small acts that undermine often lead recipients to question their own reaction to them. They may ask themselves whether they're imagining or overreacting to what others appear to think is a fleeting and petty event. Accordingly, a recipient's first skill is to seek affirmation of their experience from someone who they feel will understand and won't respond defensively.
The turn after that, I'm going to
Recipient's second skill is to formulate a functional reply to the small act that undermines, that is, a reply likely to stop the small act that undermines and prevent its recurrence. 2 essential elements of a functional reply are that it accounts for the sender's lack of intent and establishes a non-contentious platform. It's worth emphasizing that the purpose of factoring these 2 elements into a reply isn't to relieve the sender of responsibility. It's to create space for the sender to assume appropriate responsibility.
I'm going to upgrade
the aggrieved party. Recipients are incentivized to stop small acts that undermine. As the usually unwitting aggressors, senders are less incentivized to stop them. A recipient's third skill is to account for this differential and use it to gain better control of outcomes. Accounting for the difference between senders and their own incentives should be contrasted with accepting the status quo.
I'm going to do a snap.
Doing nothing about being the aggrieved party to a small act that undermines isn't a skill. Using knowledge of the intrinsic difference in incentives to gain control of outcomes is.
Last meeple.
Preferred group members who typically operate in a world in which their perspectives are automatically understood, believed, and prioritized don't have a lot of incentive to learn about other perspectives in order to get ahead. By contrast, members of underrepresented groups often operate in a world where their experiences and perspectives are not well understood and are brushed aside. They're incentivized to learn about preferred group perspectives if they want to get ahead. This can be an unfair burden.
And if I
the
take
fourth
one
skill
here,
for recipients is to adopt narrative strategies to gain more control over the outcomes of small acts that undermine.
Harder sell,
Narratives may be briefly described as the stories we tell and experience, whether in oral, written, video.
Everyone's discarded their end of game cards. And as mentioned, I'm going to snap this guy. I've got a yellow that keeps me in play over the red player. It gives me a second animal, which will be good for this, so that's what I'm doing. All right, I'm going to grab some cash. And if we don't have a break, I'll be able to play this guy. strike's been triggered. I'm going to snap this guy. He's a bear, so I'll get 11. Plus he'd be my third bear, which gets me an additional green at the end. And while I don't have a spot for him, I can certainly do that. Alright, so let's grab some cards. I don't know that I want the release to be out there, but I don't see much that's going to cause a problem. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I got to get rid of this. That's a big one. I mean, he can do his Predator and then get rid of a big old 5, only losing 6 points. That's a lot. All right, so I may grab this guy late, but for right now, I can dig another card. No, I don't think I need to, so I'm going to pass on that. Do these one at a time. 2 reptile tags. I've got none. Ooh, let's go back to me. Yeah, that's another bear. That's delicious. And I've got a spot for him and everything. Oh my goodness! Look at all the bears. Wow, that is a lot of predators too. I'm getting rid of this. Oh, well, let's draw one. I don't care about the monkey. Not anymore. I guess I'll get rid of that. I can't play it, so that's fine. No worries. I got a lot of bears to play, so we're gonna get on that. So I'm going for this one, the international. I'm gonna get a couple orange. That'll take over the orange without much of an issue. The green's not gonna help me. Well, actually, 1, 2, that would tie me, but that's not gonna be enough. At any rate, I'm going to build. I need to build a 3 by this big guy here. I don't know that I can build anything else, though. So I want to be able to put out these 2 animals. And that's going to be 33, so I can only spend 9. So I can put out a 1 of some sort. And you get 2 free kiosks. I'm just going to go for the sure point. Let's do this. Get a point, I get an income. And I can't do this because I need 33 and I've got 34, so I got to pass. All right, so we're going to grab a building. I've got options, but I'm thinking about going after this one and getting 2 bumps. It'll put me closer to getting the extra point for later. I don't have the one to do that, so it doesn't matter. The only other one possible that I would consider would be hand size, but I think I want this one. I mean, maybe the clever. I'm just gonna grab a random card and see what it is. I don't really have a preference to any of these. I don't think I'm going to be able to play this guy. I've already got 4 to play, and it's going to cost me a bunch, so. Yeah, I mean, it's a couple points, but I can't donate and do both of these, so I'm going to pass on the cheap donation. Let's do some animals. All right, let's do the boost first. Gives me my second predator tag so that I can do the big grizzly bear. All right, all sorts of fun stuff. Do I need to clever anything? I have $1. I may just want to get money. No, I'm gonna put this up, and I can get money that way. Let's see. I don't know that I need the cards. I got these 2 guys to play. This is going to be another 6, 10. Let's get all my points first. All right, 75, so that puts me to 85. I can do this. That'll get me another 6. It's only 91. That's probably not great. I don't know that I need the cards for any reason, though. So, yeah, but I don't want to waste the clever until I've got this down. So I'm just going to build one of these. I'll just put it up here, I guess. And then I get 3 of these from the grizzly bear. Can't get another worker, no problem. And I want to boost it up to 5, clearly, so I can get my bonus here. So I've got a path to ending it. It was a path to 103, and it still might be, but the blue player has donated here at 7, so I can't donate with this action here. So I'm going to do this bird. It's going to get me up 1 green and then 2 rep. The 2 rep will get me another green, and that'll be 6 points. I will then take cash for this, be able to play this guy for an additional 4. So that'll put me to 85. So I'm 15 away. I'll have my 4th predator tag, so I can do this for 4 green, and then I can take the green here, putting me to 100. If I'm able to donate the second time, I'll be at 103 instead of 100. Like I said, I plan on donating the first time, but didn't think it likely given that the blue player had their association all the way at 5. At any rate, step 1. The aquatic, I guess either way it's the same. So let's just do the breeding program. I got to take money. There's no real cards that are going to help me here. I'll take a random card. This guy, no, I need the predator. I draw 1 card from the deck. All right, doesn't really do anything for me, and I can't donate. Play the predator. Doubt that this will matter. It's a flock 4. I have a 3, so that's no good. I'll keep this one, I guess. Doesn't really matter. All right, one more turn. I'm going to do the Predator at 4 and grab an extra point. I need, looks like 3 X's to get to 5. We're going to play Predators, getting 4, getting the extra. And that's all she wrote. Still don't have enough for donating, but I did get to 100. And hopefully it'll be enough. Neither of them have a bunch of money, so it'd have to be done with an association somehow. So they weren't able to come chase me down, although I think it was a red player. The red player made a good show of it. What did he have for his hole card? Oh, he had 2 hole cards. I didn't see he's got an elephant there. So he had an elephant. Sponsors. Got 2 from the sponsors and number of projects. And 2 for that. So he got a full 12 between 2. The blue player, he had a rhino, but he never played whatever he got from the rhino. Probably a diversity of some sort. Anyway, let's see. Habitat was out there, so animal, but he's only got 3, so couldn't. Yeah, I don't even know what he would have taken. Oh, Australia. He would have taken Australia. But did he get to play it is the question. It's not out there. Yeah, I'm not sure what he did. At any rate, let's see. 29 turns, so it was a pretty quick game. Overall, I like what I did. I don't remember any real issues in this one, but we'll give these guys another go.